Hello there, YouTube, and welcome to a 37-degree morning. It's made it to 41. It's supposed to rain today. Not a huge chance, like 65%, but you know how it is in the Pacific Northwest. If there's any chance, it's gonna rain. But it has a very comforting feeling to it. It's not that frozen, biting cold feeling to it. You know, that sharp feeling, which I kind of like that. But anyway, almost balmy today. But yeah, it's very, very pleasing. Lots of birds. I don't know if you can hear all them through between my chatterbox, but very peaceful out here this morning. Man, just think, everything is all the colors are gonna come back here pretty soon, and it'll be nice. But anyway, it is Friday. Oh, it's Friday the 13th, by the way, too. So yeah, wish everybody luck. All right, let's all have a great day. 45 degrees and mostly cloudy. I don't think we didn't have to take the shades down that once.
No.
But it was bright.
Overcasty,
yeah.
But it's bright overcast.
Yeah. But we made it to Friday there, Mama.
Yay.
Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's go in there and bust out a day, and next thing you know, we'll be rolling back to the homestead.
Yes. All right.
Hopefully make the weekend go slower than it did last week.
I know, that just flew by.
Yeah.
It feels like we didn't have a
And the weekend prior, it seemed like it was so long.
I know.
It's weird.
How it does that.
Yeah. It's just how you perceive it, I reckon.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mom.
All right, Paul.
Let me see you. Bye.
I love you.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
We got a service to do for Monday. It's 2022, and for its first service, a couple little piddly things. The seat and trunk shock. Well, they knew the trunk, but they didn't know about the seat. So that, and just going over some body panels that are loose. I can see they're not connected correctly just standing here. But yeah, it's new to him. He purchased it used. I don't know if he got it from a private party or what. But he doesn't ride it in the nasty rain. He trailered it here, so wherever he came from, it must have been raining somewhere. So it's not ridden rain. It was hauled rain. Oh, the seat's not even down. You can see that makes it really fun to change your gas. Or at gas shops, I think there's an update for that thing too. Need to make sure they look at that. So last night I decided, I don't like borrowing tools, so jumped on the old Amazonian website and found the one that got the highest reviews. This looks similar to the one Ryan had, but Ryan's was blue. But everything's here. Same thing, got SAE and metric, works the same way. I gotta say, the Harbor Freight one, although the Harbor Freight one's more expensive, I think the Harbor Freight one trumps it in quality. But I like the longer handles. It's too bad I didn't have like one left to do. Man, usually I'll order like one extra rivet. I literally ordered the exact amount, because you never know. I've never had one go bad, but it's easier to return one than to damage one and not have a replacement. But it all worked out well. It'd been nice to try out this, but this looks very similar to the tool that Ryan had. It's probably a different company, those things are. And same thing, it comes with the little bags for everything. 6, 8, and 10 millimeter. Got 2 bags of 1/4-20s. 5/16s, 3/8. But these, if you use these, just make sure they and you're drilling holes for it, make sure the hole is not a loose fit, number one, and use a little anti-seize or something on the bolts that you put into them. Unless it's a part that might come free, then Loctite, even though you don't have to use like red Loctite on everything, use a medium Loctite, but that Loctite will actually protect the threads. don't over goop it on there. That stuff spreads very, very easily. I go across that over that all the time. But so that's for Monday. We'll see what we can get accomplished on this beauty for today. I need to figure out where those rivets go, and I may end up having to take a buzz over to Harbor Freight. It's just right down 500. It's like you go into the Dick Hanna Auto Mall. I can either go down 4th Plain, which is in front of us here, just go straight down and go into the mall that way. It's not a mall, but it's a plaza, you know, one of those shopping plaza. It's an outdoor mall kind of a thing. There's a Harbor Freight in there, and who knows? But they got a rivet gun that'll take those larger rivets, and it's shaped very similar to the Harbor Freight one, the Bauer, is that what it is? I need to sort that out because I don't need to get stuck needing that rivet. So I'm gonna look at my part sheet. Absolute smiles for the miles. That's it. I'm just looking at a Ryker Rally down there. Also in the back of my head, I'm wondering, why is that still down here? It's a sales unit. I have no idea why it's still down here. I think it's like a 23 or something like that. It's got the, you know, the newer front suspension and all that stuff on it. I like has that got the silver or white? I think, yeah, it's got the white wheels that everybody cried about. White wheels on a rally? And I always laugh. I go, you never watched rally racing? White wheels are, I don't know how I got started or whatever, but white wheels on rally racing cars is like a signature rally racer thing. But anyway, definitely cheaper than the Harbor Freight one, which is hard to imagine. But it got a ton of, almost like 7,000 reviews, and by a long shot, more positive. It's like overall like 4.75 out of 5 or something. I'm sure somebody, you know, you can't make everybody happy, that's for sure, as you know. Even though the thing does something perfect, they don't know how to work it or something. They got to voice their opinion before they do research and figure out maybe it was your mistake. But kind of just like the Harbor Freight one, not much room to store the stuff. In fact, I'm thinking just about no room to store it. But you can get the Harbor Freight stuff in there. You just gotta, as you seen at it yesterday, just kind of scattered around. And if you're wondering why everything was all taken out of it in one scene and then all of a sudden it was back, is because I found it I was very negative. I found it in a really bad state, and it appeared to have old, flushed out brake fluid spilt all over it. It smelled like old brake fluid. And that stuff's nasty. But anyway, I had to clean it all up, and yeah, I made the video long complaining about that and how people don't take care of stuff, especially, you know, when you didn't pay for it yourself. And I'm a big stickler on that stuff. If you're borrowing something from somebody, return it better than you received it. Always. You can't believe tools I borrowed that, you know, I cleaned up threads on, you know, tightened up, you know, bolts or, you know, whatever the tool is, greased it, you know, with some good grease because the thing's about ready to fall apart. It's like anything. Return it better than you took it. Well, I'm gonna have to go to Harbor Freight. I found where the 4 rivets go. It's a couple of standard rivets off to the side that anchor something down here. I can see it on there, but it's underneath the panel, which is a new one over here. But anyway, gonna need it because those are heavy duty rivets, and we don't have anything for it. But that thing, that side piece, that's a pretty substantial part. She's got some girth to it too. It's got some weight, and look at the webbing on the inside for strength. That's wild. Man, that thing's heavy duty. Wasn't stronger than an automobile, I don't reckon, but we'll get her all together. So I need to go run down the street to Harbor Freight right quick. Quick little trip to Harbor Freight. Got their, they had a cheaper one. It's like $4 or $5 cheaper. That was, you know, like a 17-inch bar or handle. But talking to one of the guys, it says the angle double compound hinge for added leverage. And he was saying these things, even though it's smaller, you'll get stronger. I said, I think it's a steel or stainless steel rivet. But it's got all the different sizes mounted to it here. But the one that comes in the gun is the right size. So we're golden. And it's it's got a little catch bottle to catch them. But it works just like that, the rivnut tool, which, because I got a discount on it, I bought that as well. So I think I'll probably take this one home and keep this one at work, because I know I had one that Ryan had, and I had an impossible time getting these rivnuts to collide. I mean, I got them to work, but dude, and it had, you know, easily, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches longer handle, but it was a conventional thing, you know, with the, you know, the different hinges and stuff on it, which is literally what this thing is. But yeah, see the different hinge setup, and that's the way the Harbor Freight or the Pittsburgh rivet gun was, you know, for doing regular pop rivets. And even though this was, I think it was like $5 more, and then I got a discount because being a member. So yeah, it wasn't bad at all. So, you know, much nicer tool, and we know that double compound hinge definitely works, because yeah, for rivnuts, that thing's a bad boy. So anyway, now I can proceed. What's weird is this comes in a box, and that comes in a box, but this was just loose in the box. I mean, it doesn't have the little plastic container that this has and that one has. Maybe it's a, you know, rivet nut type thing or something, I don't know. But I can leave that one in my box. Cool. Doesn't come with any rivets or anything. Of course, this comes with a whole assortment of them. Oh, I arranged that one wrong yesterday. So that little cup off to the side, I guess, holds all the rivets. Oh well. But yeah, this is a nice one. I'll leave this at work. Cool beans. So I can successfully, without having to stop and try to figure out a tool or whatever, I can get this thing done. Very, very nice. So there's the broken foot peg stay. Got all the ACS gear, switch and all that stuff out of the way. Here's where one of the smaller rivets go. That's a bracket that doesn't come with this. Got to drill that out and rivet it back in. I got most of the stuff, the whole tail light thing, and some of this stuff all gutted out. Get a flashlight here. You can see how the shock bolts in between in the subframe there. There's the ACS hose going to the bag, which is sitting right there. There's the ACS pump. It's going to what? Yeah, it's going to the Schrader valve up there. But here's where things get tricky. to have access to everything here. You know, the frame bolt. This is the airbag bracket thing that's there. It's what holds it in the frame, and you know, easily get to the shock bolt. And I got the smart shock disconnected. But you have the reservoir over here, and here's a shock bolt. But here's the airbag bracket. Well, I can't get to any of that stuff. I was hoping I could squeak this thing out, but there's things underneath there I don't have access to. I guess I could force my way inside there, but I have a feeling you'll be fighting to try to do something that may not work. And the biggest thing is that could scratch. I mean, that's not much room in there. So, you know, I kind of figured I'd have to take all this off on this side anyway. Well, geez. So I gotta take the whole master cylinder off, lateral support. Of course, the top, it says 2 and then 2, but the 2 in the front are the master cylinder. And all the foot brake and all that stuff. Well, hopefully that can come loose and come out as an assembly. But I don't know. And the exhaust is just gonna dangle back there once I take that out of the way, because I need access underneath here, and I need this loose enough. Well, if I get this loose enough that I can make something move, well, you're already pointing, you might as well just take it off. Man, what a mess. I know, just in the back of my mind, I was even talking yesterday, I go, the flat rate isn't bad on it, so it can't be too bad. Never, ever, ever underestimate what it takes to do stuff to these things, you know, based on the time. But well, that's a big ground strap there. But anyway, just plug away at it. I had a bit of an interruption, had a traveler come through and say hey. And it's not like it's busy season or anything, so, but you know, people are going to want their stuff back. Look at that other ground strap. Oh, that's going from that one to that one. That's pretty fancy. That's real fancy. Anyway, it's going to take a little bit of work. As always, a little bit more than I anticipated. But you can either sit here and cry about it all night, or just work your way out of there. So I am going to attempt to, you know, take this is the upper lateral support, lower, you know, loosen these. This thing will pivot on that end up there, as you can actually see on the other side, and take the upper master cylinder bolt, loosen the lower, and take everything else off, and see if I can bow that out enough that I feel safe. Maybe I can rag it and tape it up really good, because I can be creative with swivel heads and stuff and get in there and get that stuff. So we'll see. But stuff up top, you know, so far, gutting all that out hasn't been too much of an issue. It's pretty straightforward. In fact, I haven't even had to look at the manual or anything. So this one's going to be the tricky part. But another thing, well, I can get a lot of, because that's where the torque's going to be, but I need to be able to get that remote reservoir out of there. Crazy times. Oh, look at it. Looks like the same bracketry that the Ryker Rally uses on the front shocks, or at least similar to it. So I'll plug away here. It's almost time to get out of here. And it's raining, of course. It was supposed to be raining today, so it's no shock. So you can see I just swung this one out, and that roller thing, you remember the recall on the thing, that's bolted to the actual frame, and this is just hanging there. I just need to get into this, and then the same on the other side, and then got the electronics out of there. This plastic thing, I'm sure when I unbolt it, it'll be, way flexible enough that I just get that out of the way as I'm moving it out. And you can see the front almost has like a hanger, so you probably get in here and gives you a chance to hang it onto something, so it's not just free floating. But that free floating part is where I'm afraid that bracket's gonna hit this thing. But practice with the one I'm replacing because of a scratch, and at that point I can determine, no, this is not safe, or it's safe, and move on from there. But man, that whole master cylinder thing, that's just a pain in the butt, especially if you end up having to break a line free, and now you're doing a substantial brake flush. I know how to do that. It's the same thing as doing it as a service, but I just don't know. Don't rightly know. And then the way this is bolted in there, when this is loose, will that have enough flex in that frame to move any substantial amount? Now this isn't going through to the frame, this is holding the pivot area thing for the brakes. You can actually see it all moving around in there. I don't know if you can see that or not. But life in the big city. You have that feeling it's going to be something. There's always something that's going to catch you. But you do, hopefully I don't have to do any more of these, but you do a couple of these things and it'll be old hat. You remember when we were complaining to how hard that was? Man, that thing's a breeze. What were we crying about? Here's a good look, well, for what you can see of the motor. You virtually can't see the cylinders. You can see the water pump, the oil cooler that's cooled oil cooler. Cars and stuff use those. There's your alternator hanging out back there. There's your clutch. Inside there's your HCM, hydraulic control module, that controls all the clutching stuff. A very flexible exhaust. Springs on there. They go, well, these folks might be a little rough with the Canyon. We need to let stuff be able to move a little bit. I noticed the tray that I always tell you guys about, the cup that holds the airbag. Look how wide that thing is. And look, it's just free to fall off the back side. You just go down the road, the wind will blow that thing out of the way. They thought all this stuff out very well. They go, well, this thing's gonna be in the dirt. What are the things we need to look out for? Pile on the floor just keeps getting bigger. But anyway, I think I'm gonna wrap it at that. Hope you enjoyed the Canyon stuff. I enjoy filming it. It's a lot of fun. It's fun to talk and show you guys stuff. I can't show you what I'm doing. I can point things out. I just can't stick a tripod up and just be working on it. Well, we'll see you at the house. Appreciate you hanging around and all the comments. You guys are awesome, as always. It's kind of a core crew of you guys that always comment, and it's nice. It's like it's like coming to work every day. You meet your work buddies, except for you doing it, online. Look at that big old guard on the end of the alternator there. That's kind of cool. It's got the old F3 guard down there. But we're gonna roll with that. Well, hello there, YouTube. Those nice, pleasing rides home, gone.
Yes.
That
Rain.
was heavy rain. Horrifying accident on opposing side. Yeah, the southbound by
Yeah, that
the.
was a bad accident.
Yeah, right there by the
Hope
casino.
everybody's okay.
Yeah, didn't see any ambulances there, but
No,
it
but
had
their
stuff.
cars were.
Yeah, mangled.
Yeah.
There was a CRV in there that you could barely make out it was a CRV. But yeah, it had the traffic backed up for 8 miles.
Yeah.
You're just going and going 8 miles and they're barely moving. Just think, if you were going 8 miles an hour, it'd take you an hour to get to the other side of all that stuff. They weren't going to 8 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, by the time you're going through Woodland, it was, starting to move. But people were taking, we could see the map, all the back roads and everything was all red. It just, it's still very much going on for them people.
Yeah, I feel sorry.
Trying to, Friday night, just want to get home. And it's probably somebody that was in a hurry to get home that caused all of it. But anyway, it was a fun day goofing around with the canyon, rivet tools and all that kind of stuff. Tool talk, bike talk, talking with customers and travelers.
Yeah.
It was a good Friday.
That's good.
Good thing it was, because it was Friday the 13th.
Yes.
That all worked out well. But on that, we're going to bounce.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And you guys have an amazing Saturday or Sunday.
Thank you. All right.
And we will see you tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow. All right. She's out there.
Yes.
Well, hurry up.
Come on.
Yeah. All right, we'll see you. Bye-bye.